Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, the same old song continues to be written once again this past week. Mother Nature has not been kind to us. Down here in the southeastern part of the state, we received another 4 to 5 inches of snow. The good thing is, no wind. And that allowed some people to get out. And honestly, some of the accesses, especially up in the northeastern part of the state, have gotten better due to the compaction and also some guys plowing the accesses out. So thanks to those of you that did that. We greatly appreciate it. But honestly, the reports are very few and far between because of the limited number of people that are going out right now. But those that went out and put in their time had some success out there. Up in the northeastern part of the state, the lakes have produced a few walleyes, included bitter, and they were on the small side. Otherwise, it's wabe, reed, and then also big stone, and a few at enemy swim. Down the southeastern part of the state, the same lakes that have been producing fish continue to do so. Ponset, Thompson, dry by Willow Lake. Then Twin, which is a trophy lake, and that seems to be best in the early morning and also late evening and overnight hours. Sinai, 81 Ponds, North Brush, as well as Lake Vermilion. And then as far as the panfish bite is concerned, looking at the perch right now, guys are still catching a few at bitter. Big Stone continues to be very consistent in producing fish there, and more accesses are being plowed out there. Ponset, Pius, Thompson, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, and then also Island and Scott Slough produced a few perch this past week. As far as the bluegill bite is concerned, and honestly right now, you know, that's probably the most consistent bite around the area. Lakes like Minnow, Buffalo, Enemy Swim, as well as Pahoja and Alvin, all produce some really nice bluegill, and also I'll have to say Lake Vermilion as well. What have you guys been using to catch those bluegill? A lot of small tungsten jigs, as well as waxworms and maggots. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to continue talking about what you can do when high pressure makes it tough to find the fish. Well, folks, last week we talked about kamikaze fishing, going out and drilling plenty of holes, not spending much time in each hole, but going out looking for those aggressive fish, or at least those more aggressive fish. A lot of people have come up to me since this past week and said, Todd, we can't really do that because of the number of people that we have with us, such as our kids. How can we do that? Well, here's the way that you can do it. Take advantage of the 4 lines that the state of South Dakota allows each and every one of us to have. In other words, you can have a 1 rod and reel combo, and 3 tip-ups, or 2 and 2, any combination thereof. So utilize tip-ups, and a lot of times people don't like using a tip-up. But folks, it's a great asset, it's a great tool to use on those days when high pressure makes it tough. You can put those tip-ups, you know, in shallower water, or different depths, or near structure. And that way, you don't have to sit there and go from hole to hole to look for them. Those tip-ups will be basically your search and your guide for you. And honestly, the kids are going to have a great time. Once they see that flag come up, they race out there and then reel that fish in hand over hand. And honestly, there's nothing better than old school fishing like that. So have a little bit of fun, but still improving your success rate out there on those tough days by utilizing tip-ups. Again, we can have up to 4 lines in any combination here in South Dakota. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. You can either send it to me at todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. Well, folks, before we end this report, I want to bring you up to date on a couple of things. First, our ongoing ice fishing sale. Everything remains on sale, and we have some unbelievable prices on existing or remaining electronics, shacks, and augers. And to help things out a little bit more, besides the unbelievable pricing on our shacks, we're going to throw in a Dakota Angler hat, like I have up on top of me right now, a little Dakota Angler swag to go along with that shack at an unbelievable price. So take advantage of both the price and the hat this next upcoming week. Also, one thing I want to remind you, for this weekend only, we're going to have 30% off on all remaining rods and combos, and that excludes, though, the custom rods like the JT rods. So again, don't miss out on a great sale this weekend. 30% off all rods as well as combos, excluding the custom rods. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-minute fishing report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next time. And again, thanks for watching. I really greatly appreciate it.